We have a conversation and you've been teasing it a bit. I know I've done the same. This whole thing about choosing a life partner. I know we live in a time where the divorce rate is very high. People are leaving each other. We say that people hawawezi kutoleratiana anymore. So is it that we're choosing, hatujui kuchoose life partners, or where is the problem?
When you talk about getting to choose a life partner, most of the time we think about the other party. But
Yeah.
the question is, if you had the opportunity, would you marry you?
I would definitely marry me.
Yes. And that means you have sorted out a lot of your issues. And, when you're well balanced as a person, then it will be much easier for you to get your partner. Okay. And this is where we say, have you worked on yourself? Have you empowered yourself? Because the very minute that I've been able to, sort out a lot of mess around my space, the baggages from, say, from the previous relationship, working on my career and all that. This will give me some guidelines on the kind of a person that I need to choose, okay? And this is where we make the mistake. And like you're saying, we tend to be attracted. For men, it will be visual. So when you look at a very nice woman, well carved, yeah, with a beautiful smile, then you don't pay close attention to that which that you need to really observe. For a woman, you need to feel some sense of security. So if you find a man who is well built, they say tall, dark, and handsome, okay? And when you find this particular man, you tend to ignore quite a bit of, the qualities that we need to be talking about. So it's very important for you at first to work on yourself so that at least you are you're fit enough, even for the other person. And this will guide you in the whole process.
Okay, you started with, it starts with me. Mimi kama mimi, before I choose the life partner, I have to ensure that I'm in the right mind frame, I've worked on me. But now, Naomi, in your experience, when people maybe come to you and are like, a relationship imefika ICU, simply because at the beginning, they didn't focus on themselves, how important is it, or is it a mistake, as Kagondo put it, we look at the physical outlook of a person. Is that a mistake? Is that where we go wrong?
It is not entirely a mistake.
Okay.
But it is a mistake to look at only the physical aspect. You need to go beyond the physical aspect and ask yourself, what are the values of this person? And before you even go to the other person, as Kagundu has said, what are your relationship values as yourself? So that even when you meet this person, you need to have your own values that you can look and see, are his values and my values, or her values and my values, aligning? Because as he has said, if you're not self-aware yourself, you don't know what exactly are you looking for yourself, so that when someone comes and tells you, I love you, I want a relationship with you, what does love mean to you? What does a relationship mean to you? And what are you expecting to give? What are you expecting to take? What are your values? If, for example, one of your values is respect, what does that mean? Does it mean that you can tolerate one slap? Does it mean that, I can't stand silent treatment? What are your parameters? So when you understand yourself, then you will be able to evaluate the other person even before you go far. So you realize that you can get into marriage because of maybe the physical looks, or you didn't even know yourself first.
Yeah.
You see, some people get into marriage thinking it's a rescue mission. You see, that is another mistake. So I need tall, dark, handsome, driving with money and everything to rescue me. Then you realize, oops, it's not like that. Marriage is not what I will get, but it's also what will I give. You see, what will I give myself? What are you giving? What is your contribution? Yeah, it's not only about the other person.
All right.
So first you look inside, then outside.
You've spoken about this aspect of, or there are values that should be involved when you're looking for someone. You should know what love means to you as a person. But when should I start choosing a life partner? Is it a person that I've already met? Ama nikianza sasa kuangalia from the moment I've just seen you, or maybe this love at first sight? So when do I start choosing a life partner? Is it a person that I've gotten to know and then I decide now I'm choosing you out of different choices? Or do I start choosing from the moment I am starting to get to know you?
Okay, that's a very good question. You start choosing a life partner when you feel ready, that you yourself, you're ready to be someone's partner. Let's start from there. So are you ready psychologically, maybe financially? You're waiting to finish school, get a job or do some business, you know, get to some financial stability, and ask yourself then, am I ready to now accommodate someone else in my life? Have you, he talked about the childhood wounds and you know, unresolved issues as you were growing up. So have you worked on yourself? Have you healed so that now you feel, I am ready now to meet the other person? I can now think of having a close relationship and a life partner. And then, of course, from the age of teenage to young adulthood, you're mingling with, you know, with the opposite sex. And so from there, you would start saying, who can we, you know, who can we create a future with? Yeah.